Manu Ugarte has joined the list of top defensive midfielders in the English Premier League with his signing for Manchester United. In fact, the social media platforms and the dailies and Manchester United fans are celebrating the fact that Manu Ugarte has signed, which brings to 5 the number of players signed by Erik ten Hag under the Ineos administration. So I expect that Manchester United should be winning the league right now. They should be challenging for the league. I'm not talking about breaking it into the top 4. You have all you asked for, Ten Hag. Now win and show the stuff that you were made of. Now, but I digress. We're talking about, well, we're focusing on the defensive midfield position because one of the things that has been said is that Manu Ugarte is the changer, and then he will take the shine of the king of the midfield himself. I'm talking about Rodri. Rodri has had it good for the past 2 years, has been on top of the food chain as the best defensive midfielder in the EPL or even the world. In the Euros, he proved it as the best player. So let's see, first of all, the top defensive midfielders presently in the EPL this season, and then we will stack them up side by side against Rodri. Would anybody be challenging Rodri for the title of the best defensive midfielder with Manu Ugarte there? Does he even break into the top 8? Let's see. First of all, we have Rodri. There's Thomas Partey of Arsenal, Declan Rice also of Arsenal, Yves Bissouma of Tottenham Hotspurs, Manu Ugarte of Manchester United, Wilfred Ndidi, Nigeria, Leicester City, Moisés Caicedo of Chelsea, and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Yes, Ndidi makes it in. This list, as I read out, is in no particular order. The only one that is in order there is the fact that Rodri has been ranked as number 1 for the past 2 seasons. So with Manu Ugarte and Wilfred Ndidi of Leicester City and Nigeria, the new boys coming into the Premier League. Ndidi was there before, got relegated with Leicester. Now he's back, but he's a new boy right now. Rodri is the sheriff in town. How would they stack up against a prime and informed Rodri, who, with the way Manchester City plays, positions him for being excellent in what he does? His interpretation of the tactical ingenuity of Pep Guardiola is second to none. And it was very evident in the way they played in the Euros. Now, take, for instance, as good as Zubimendi when Rodri left, nobody missed Rodri because Zubimendi was that good. So if Rodri could bring Zubimendi, hey, that guy is the man to beat. So let's see. Rodri, Ugarte, and Ndidi. So the metrics that we're going to be using is passing accuracy, where Rodri scores 90, Ugarte 87.5, Ndidi 82.5. Tackles won, Rodri 2.5, Ugarte 3 tackles per game, Ndidi 3.5 tackles per game, which means Ndidi has a higher percentile there. Then interceptions in the game, they have 1.5 interceptions per game for Rodri, 2 interceptions per game for Ugarte, the 1.8 interceptions per game for Ndidi. Contributions to attack, Rodri is supreme there again. 0.5 contributions per game for Rodri, 0.3 contributions per game for Ugarte, and 0.2 contributions per game to attack for Ndidi. So overall contributions to their team, Rodri still shades it based on the way he plays for his team. Typically, his pass completion rate is 90%, just as is indicated here, which means he helps the team retain possession, that distribution of the ball. His touches per game is about 70 to 80 touches per game. It reflects his involvement in build-up play and distribution. And then 7.2 possession regains per 90 minutes. Not that bad. But for a team that keeps the ball and you can have that kind of possession regains, not bad. Not bad. Then progressive passes, 5 to 6 progressive passes per game. So he is also a little weapon for the team. 5 to 6 progressive passes per game, contributing to the attack transitions. And then, of course, not bad for a side that keeps possession. Now, when you compare that with Manu Ugarte, now remember Manu Ugarte, Manchester City are the kings of possession, football, and you have somebody who is strong and big and can keep the ball. You have for Manu Ugarte, he also is good at pass completion, 91.4%. He knows how to keep the ball. He knows how to keep the ball. So Manchester United will be keeping the ball more often. Touches per game, 50 to 60, not as much as Rodri. Rodri is on 70 to 80 touches per game. That means Rodri contributes to build up play. Retains the ball, carries the ball forward. But possession regains is where Ugarte becomes king. Remember, for Rodri, it is 7.2 possession regains per game. Ugarte is 8.4 possession regains per game. You practically can't go past him. You need to keep trying and ground 8.4. Wow. Ranking him, demonstrating his ability to disrupt opposition play. And then he completes progressive passes, 3.2, 3 to 2 are progressive. Lower than Rodri. It means, again, he might get the opportunity to, but the man just loves to defend, just like Javier Mascherano, the ball-winning machine. How does Wilfred Ndidi stack up to all these metrics? Wilfred Ndidi has 80 to 85% of pass completion rate, which is lower than that of Manu Ugarte and very much lower than that of Rodri. He has some very straight passes and not good at keeping possession. Leicester City are more of the counter-attacking side. His touches per game, 60 to 70. Yes, he contributes to movement. Yeah, he touches the ball a whole lot more than Ugarte, but less than Rodri. Then possession regains, 8.0 possession. This is another ball-winning machine. They call him the Spider-Man. Then progressive passes, 3 to 4, more than Ugarte. So he also joins in the contribution, not as high as Manchester City, because Leicester City plays more on transition, counter-attack. And then one of the best things about Ndidi is that he has one of the highest tackles per game in a match. Has the highest number of tackles per game. He's a tackling machine. Ugarte is a ball-winning machine. And then Rodri is all there in between. But the only problem that he has to work on is his passing accuracy. So that's how he starts. And Rodri again, shading it. It's going to be an interesting thing in the league. We have the top 8. We have the new boys challenging for the title of the best defensive midfielder. Who do you think is going to take it? Rodri again? Or will Ugarte really assert himself and make Manchester United a force? Thank you, David Alapa is my name. I talk sports. That's my game. And I am the greatest. Post a comment, like, and subscribe. And tell me what you think about this. Who do you think?
I wanna keep this moment always be.